Decoding Miller's Law. We've all been there. You open a website or an app. Suddenly, you're bombarded with buttons, links, and information. It's overwhelming. This is cognitive overload in action, and it's the nemesis of good UX. Enter Miller's Law, a golden rule in UX. Psychologist George Miller states we can hold about 7 chunks of information in short-term memory. Miller's Law reminds us to design interfaces that respect human cognitive limits, guide users with clarity and ease. Section 2. Websites that get it. Real-world champions of Miller's Law. Let's take a look at some websites that are nailing it when it comes to applying Miller's Law. Google, the king of search, is a prime example. Its homepage is famously minimalist, with a single search bar taking center stage. No clutter, no distractions, just pure, unadulterated search. Another shining example is Airbnb. When searching for accommodations, Airbnb presents results in a clear and visually appealing grid format. Each listing is a digestible chunk of information, featuring a captivating image. Key details like location, price, rating, and a clear call to action. These websites understand that less is more. They prioritize the most important information and actions, making it effortless for users to find what they need and achieve their goals. Section 3. Taming the Mobile Monster. Miller's Law in your pocket. Mobile devices present a unique UX challenge. Smaller screens mean less space to play with. Miller's Law becomes even more crucial in this context. We need to be extra mindful of cognitive overload when designing for mobile. One effective strategy is to use progressive disclosure. This involves hiding non-essential information behind menus or accordions and revealing it only when needed. Think of it like a well-organized drawer. Everything has its place, and you only pull out what you need at the moment. Another key principle is clear visual hierarchy. Use size, color, and contrast to guide the user's eye to the most important elements on the screen. Remember, our attention spans are shorter than ever, especially on mobile. Make it easy for users to scan and find what they're looking for. Section 4. Beyond the Screen. Miller's Law in voice assistants and beyond. Miller's Law isn't just confined to screens. It's equally relevant in the world of voice user interfaces, or VUIs, like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant. When we interact with these devices, we're relying on our auditory memory, which is subject to the same cognitive limitations as our visual memory. VUI designers need to keep interactions concise and to the point. Long, rambling responses will quickly overwhelm users. It's all about delivering information in bite-sized chunks that are easy to process and remember. The rise of wearables and other emerging technologies presents exciting new frontiers for UX design. As we interact with technology in increasingly immersive and intuitive ways, Miller's Law will continue to be a guiding principle, ensuring that we design experiences that are both engaging and cognitively manageable. Section 5. Designing for the future. Miller's Law in an AI-powered world. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is poised to revolutionize UX design. From personalized recommendations to predictive text, AI has the potential to make our digital interactions smoother and more intuitive. But even with the power of AI, Miller's Law remains as relevant as ever. Why? Because no matter how sophisticated AI becomes, it still needs to interact with human brains. And those brains are still subject to the same cognitive constraints. In fact, as AI takes on more complex tasks, it becomes even more crucial to present information in a way that is easily digestible and actionable. Imagine a future where AI assistants manage our calendars, filter our emails, and even compose our messages. The success of these AI-powered experiences will hinge on their ability to present information in a way that respects our cognitive limits and it empowers us to make informed decisions. Section 6. The user's cognitive load, the invisible force shaping UX. Let's delve deeper into the concept of cognitive load. Imagine your brain as a computer processor. Every task you perform, whether it's reading text, watching a video, or making a decision, requires a certain amount of processing power. This is your cognitive load. When the cognitive load gets too high, your brain starts to slow down. You get frustrated, confused, and ultimately, you disengage. This is why it's so crucial for UX designers to minimize unnecessary cognitive load. Every element on a screen, from a button to a piece of text, contributes to the overall cognitive load. Our goal as designers is to create interfaces that are elegant, efficient, and effortless to use. We want users to glide through their digital journey without breaking a mental sweat. Section 7. Chunking and Organization, Taming Complexity with Miller's Law. So, how do we put Miller's Law into action? One powerful technique is chunking. This involves breaking down large amounts of information into smaller, more manageable units. Think of it like organizing a messy room. You wouldn't try to tackle everything at once. You'd start by sorting items into categories: clothes, books, electronics, and so on. The same principle applies to UX design. Break down complex tasks into smaller, more digestible steps. Group related information together visually. Use headings, subheadings, and bullet points to create a clear visual hierarchy. Remember, our brains crave order and structure. By presenting information in a logical and organized way, we make it easier for users to process, understand, and remember. Section 8. Progressive Disclosure, Unveiling Information Gracefully. Progressive disclosure is another powerful technique for managing cognitive load. This involves hiding non-essential information behind menus, accordions, or other interactive elements. Only when the user needs that information do we reveal it. Think of it like a well-designed mystery novel. The author doesn't reveal all the clues and plot twists at once. They dole out information strategically, keeping the reader engaged and wanting more. In UX design, progressive disclosure helps to reduce visual clutter and prevent users from feeling overwhelmed. It allows them to focus on the most important information at each stage of their journey. Section 9. Simplicity as a superpower. Why less is more in UX design? In the world of UX, simplicity reigns supreme. Every element on a screen should serve a purpose. If it's not adding value, it's adding clutter. And clutter is the enemy of good UX. Embrace white space. Don't be afraid to give elements room to breathe. A well-placed pause can make all the difference in guiding the user's eye and creating a sense of visual harmony. Remember, our goal is to create interfaces that are not only functional, but also enjoyable to use. A cluttered, confusing interface is like a messy room. It drains our energy and makes us want to leave as quickly as possible. A clean, well-organized interface, on the other hand, is like a breath of fresh air. It invites us in, puts us at ease, and makes us want to linger. Section 10. The Future of UX. A world designed for cognitive ease. As technology continues to evolve at a rapid pace, the principles of good UX design will become even more crucial. We're entering an era of ambient computing, where technology is seamlessly integrated into our surroundings. From smart homes to wearable devices, the line between the physical and digital worlds is blurring. In this new landscape, UX designers have a responsibility to create experiences that are not only functional, but also humane. We need to design for cognitive ease, ensuring that technology enhances our lives without overwhelming our senses. Miller's Law, with its timeless wisdom about the limits of human cognition, will continue to be a guiding light. By keeping the user's cognitive load front and center, we can create a future where technology empowers us, inspires us, and helps us to live richer, more fulfilling lives.